everyone, it's Libby from Maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people, the traditional custodians of the land on which these videos are made, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Okay, right, what I want to have a look at is the actual relationship between Rutte and the Orange Twerp at NATO at the moment. So the muting of the meeting between the felon and the King and Queen of the Netherlands, apparently all the initial greetings were muted. Still be interested to see what was said. Don't quite know why, whether I'm really getting, actually, I'm going to ask, were the meetings muted because of the muting of the meeting with the Orange Twerp? Let me put it that way. Were the meetings muted so that it didn't seem unusual? Just using my yes-no cards, there's 12 yes and 12 no and 2 blanks. Were all the official meet and greet, because very unusual, were they all muted so that, okay, better hold this up for the senses entertainment only. Were they all muted? Were they all muted because yes, that card did not want to go in. Yes, and yes on the bottom there. Yes, they were, because that particular meeting was muted and they didn't want it to appear unusual. Okay, what I want to have a look at. So, Rutte and the felon45. I just want to have a look at the relationship of what's going on there. Now, the Orange Twerp reposted this on Truth Social, and it was the message from Rutte to the felon. The relationships, yeah, and the contemplation, the soothing card, the relationship after the G7. So basically what it was, the message, I'll read it out to you because the felon reposted on Untruth Social, not realising that it was rather tongue-in-cheek. He took it as face value because he does not have any concept of sarcasm or humour or dark wryness or anything like that. But Rutte, very astute. So Rutte said, Mr. President, dear Donald. Yeah, no. Apparently he hates being called Donald, but anyhow, congratulations and thank you for your decisive action in Iran. It was truly extraordinary and something no one else dared to do. It makes us all safer. You can hear the sarcasm dripping off it. You are flying into another big success in The Hague this evening. It was not easy, but we got them all to sign on to 5%, which they have. Australia's turned around and told America to get lost. We're not going to do what you try and tell us to do in regards to our military, and we're not part of NATO. Donald, he has said again. So, Rutte, Donald. Felon hates being called Donald. Donald, you have driven us into a really, really important moment for America and Europe and the world, and will achieve something no, capital letters, American president in decades could get done. Europe is going to pay in a, capital letters, big way, as they should, and it will be your win. Safe travels and see you at His Majesty's dinner. Absolute dripping in, if I say sarcasm, and stroking the ego, basically, stroking the narcissist. Rutte knows how to do this. He's also come out, so felon45 dropped the F-bomb on national television the other day, and Rutte came out and said very publicly in a press conference, and then Daddy has to sometimes use strong language. Rutte said that. Daddy has to sometimes use strong language. The absolute rolling that is going on, that is going completely over the head of the Orange Twerp, is quite amusing. It's basically stroking the ego of the felon to play him. He's been played. He's been trolled and he's been played. And anyone with half a brain and a sense of humour can see that. We've got this King of Cups again. Who is this King of Cups? Mark Rutte is not a water sign. I think he's a fire sign from memory. So therefore is the King of Wands. But this King of Cups is going to bring everything crashing down. Now, the felon isn't, he's an air sign and he's also a Leo. So, the narcissistic lion. I was married to a Leo, narcissistic lion, absolutely. But this King of Cups is going to bring everything crashing down. Now, excuse me, when I read with the felon, I always get this. Oh, yes, love my mug. And it's lottery day today, so hoping. One can only hope. Okay, got to have a ticket to be in it. So tell me more about the relationship between Mark Rutte, from Mark Rutte's point of view. I'm using the Gilded Tarot Royale. Mark Rutte with felon45. You wanted that? Okay, show me the relationship between Rutte and the orange. You want that one? Okay, the orange twerp. Okay, come on down. Let's have a look. Let's get into it. This is the card that absolutely flew out. So this is the strength card, the strength of new beginnings, new protections, new money. But you've also got the little weasel down here, the weasel and the rabbit, or is it a ferret and a rabbit? I'm not sure which one it is. I mean, the ferrets, they go down the rabbit holes and drag the rabbits out. I'm just thinking this was Rutte, because I'm asking from Rutte. This was Rutte showing strength, showing his strength, keeping the US in NATO by, I'm really going to say, playing him, the ferret down the rabbit hole. Okay. And here's Mark Rutte himself, the King of Wands. The plan, the strategy, the look straight in the eye, determination. That's my Mark Rutte card itself. Absolutely. He put himself in a position of strength and power in regards to this. Okay. The underlying energy is this betrayal and abuse. Absolutely. So this is felon45, win at any cost. Could also be Rutte being determined to win at any cost with his strategy to have US stay in the fold. So this is the underlying energy. Is the win at any cost on the battlefield. It's also an abuse of power card, so it has multiple meanings, but this is the energy stewing it. In the face of the betrayal, abuse of power, Rutte was determined to use all the, it's about the words, with the wands, with the swords, thank you. It's about the sharp words to be the victor on this battlefield. Okay. I'm asking for Mark Rutte, his NATO itself in the past, the strength of NATO in the past. Crowning this reading was the Two of Wands. He had a decision to make. This is the here and now. He had a decision to make about which way to go forward. And he chose this path. You've got the stag standing in the light there, lighting the way forward. So he chose the path that he knew would be a path of strength and light for NATO going forward. Everybody on the world stage is fully aware that this regime is going to be short-lived, that the felon is not going to be around for long, so they're playing the long game. Notice here the light going into the mountains on the long game here. I've also got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of six crows or ravens here. I'm not sure which one they are. In one of my decks in the light seers, the crows are the swords as well. So the 6 of swords. So this is also choosing this path to go to on the path of moving from turbulence to calmer water. So could have chosen to go down into the dark thicket and really cause chaos, but Rutte chose the higher path, knowing that this regime is not long. We've got here the immediate future, taming the beast, taming the Leo. Absolutely. And that's what this was all about. Oh, he's so transparent, the orange twerp. He's so transparent. Stroke him, feed him some treats, tickle him under the chin, and he'll roll over and show his belly. Externally, the agreements, the coming together that were made from NATO. Internally, the Queen of Swords. Queens are about internal action. Kings are external action. So this is Rutte being external. The Queen of Swords. This is all about the strategy. And we've got 1, 2, all about a strategy to bring peace. I've got the 5 doves there. Felon was played, but played for good, for purposes of good. We've got here in the hopes and fears, the 4 of wands, which is about keeping the family together, the messaging of keeping the family together. You've got the 2 dragonflies though, so there's something transformational happening here. The outcome though, the stabbing in the back, the 10 of swords, an ending, being stabbed in the back. Is Rutte going to be stabbed in the back as the swords are poised? Be careful what you wish for, the 9 of cups. So 10 of swords, 9 of cups. Careful what you wish for. Be careful what you celebrate here. You've got the little rat up in the rafters there, about to poop in the 9th cup. Be careful what you wish for, because you've got the outlier here and the betrayal card. Okay. And the Wheel of Fortune. Things changing. Okay, that's going to take me on to my next. We've got then the 6 of Pentacles, which is about the giving of money. And you've got the wannabe emperor there. And his lunacy, the moon card. You've then got the Page of Pentacles, which is about the new opportunities, the messaging about money. And then you've got the collapse and fighting. How's this going to end up? Okay, in the short term, yes, he did placate the lunatic beast, but I suspect as soon as he gets home, the felon's going to turn around and stab NATO in the back, is what I'm getting here. I don't like those ending cards, okay, because as I said, what's happening is that basically as soon as he gets home, the felon's going to make plans, basically demanding that perhaps NATO pays the US the money or something to supply. There's a betrayal here, an absolute betrayal at the end. Okay, so Rutte did what he needed to do to get through the meeting. Okay, okay. I don't like that ending. I do not like that ending at all. Is this card popped out at me? The 2 of Pentacles. The The juggling of money, the attempt to bring the money in is going to be revealed. So you've got working behind the scenes financially here with the King of Cups. Whoever this King of Cups is, I feel this is some world leader. It could be MERS, it could be, I don't know who the head of, whoever this King of Cups is. Doesn't necessarily need to be a man, but the coming together and working together to bring a stable foundation. But then you've got this over here with this Two of Pentacles. He looks like a bloomin' scruff ruffian trickster with the money. Is trying to bring the money into the US. It's going to be revealed. It's going to be some sort of huge announcement. It's going to put Rutte on the back foot. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Is the orange twerp going to betray NATO? Yeah, Rutte's going to have to defend himself. He's got the higher ground. He's going to be put on the back foot and defended. Okay. Disappointment. Disappointment in what comes forth. Is the felon going to go home to the United States and make an announcement that will be betraying the NATO agreement? Because you know what he's like. He'll change his opinion I was going to say the way people change their socks, but you only change your socks once a day, unless you go for a big sweaty walk, and then you might change them twice a day. But he changes his opinion on the spin of a dime. Okay, show me. Show me. Is the orange twerp going to go home and make some sort of announcement against what was agreed at NATO? Two of Swords. Two strategies that are at odds to each other, challenged by trying to hang on to the money, trying to hang on to the power, the position. Some secret deal that was done. You've got the smoke and mirrors and delusional and poor choices and emotional choices that are based on greed and power and vanity. As I said, he changes his mind on a dime. You've got here in the past the Page of Cups, an unexpected offer that was made, but it's in the past. So this is potentially the agreement that was made at NATO. Here's the betrayal card. I think, yes, he is. And the Tower moment in the immediate future. That's going to bring everything crashing down. It's going to happen really quickly externally. There may be another missile attack of some sort with that Eight of Wands. Internally, manipulation. Look what I'm doing over here while that's happening over there. With the Magician, the hopes and fears, the inability to reap the harvest that has been sown with that Seven of Pentacles. Eight of Swords in the outcome. Yeah, he is. Nine of Swords, nightmare situation. And then the Five of Cups, loss, disappointment, heartbreak. You've got this on the base, the Sun, the Justice card, actions having consequences, full revelation, actions having consequences. injustice, disjustice, however you like to put it, to those that thought a plan was in place, the overseas allies, and the temperance card, the balance and moderation, on the back foot as some sort of announcement is made, huge announcement. The hard worked on financial agreement is heading for a sword through the back, and Two of Pentacles. As the felon changes his mind again and tries to bring the money potentially into his own pocket here, because we've got Page of Wands, an announcement being made, the mercenary with the Knight of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles, the feathering one's own nest and living in the lap of luxury. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to leave it like that. Going to go home, and he is going to stab the agreement in the back. He's going to make some sort of demand that is not what was agreed upon. I'll have a look. What's the future of NATO? What is the future of NATO? It's going to reveal the felon fully as the snake in the path. Absolutely. The snake in the path that will abuse his position for his own ends, the win at any cost. That's why he's such a poor diplomatic negotiator, because he thinks to be a winner, there has to be a loser. Well, that's not what international diplomacy is about. International diplomacy and negotiation is both sides walking away with something that they are satisfied with. Yeah, he's all about the win at any cost, and it's all about money, 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 money. International diplomacy is about both sides necessarily getting everything they want, but walking away satisfied, not thrilled, but satisfied with the outcome, an outcome that they can work with. Whereas he thinks, as in, if you're not a winner, you're a loser. You know, show me the future of NATO. Show me the immediate. Okay, show me the future of NATO, immediate and long term. Okay, show me the future of NATO, immediate and long term. Okay, the future of NATO. The future of NATO. We are going through a period of huge change and shifting alliances. So come on down, the future of NATO. This popped out, no idea. Seven of Swords, making off like a bandit. Stealing. The fox in the hen house, just stealing away. The future of NATO, Ten of Swords on the bottom. Seven of Swords, Ten of Swords. These are not good cards. This is the here and now. Challenged by the past. The working together, the allies of the past. That's what the challenge is in the face of this thief in the night destroying the whole thing. The challenge is the history that these countries have. We've got here at the foundation, the energy that it's stewing in is the smoke and mirrors and the delusion and the choices that are available. Do you choose vanity, greed, power, or do you choose what is best for the world? So it's going to be on the table. In the past, we have NATO itself in the past. So, okay, crowning this reading, there's going to be some sort of huge announcement that's going to be a big wake-up call. And we know where that huge announcement's going to come from. Collective awakening. An inevitability about this announcement. They will have to choose which path to take forward. Remember, this was crowning when I was talking about Rutte, the long-term path of strength, or do they delve into the thicket of chaos? Here's this leader again externally, this world leader that's yet to come forward. Here's Mark Rutte internally. It's not my Jack Smith card. A few of you have said, oh, it's the King of Cups, Jack Smith. No, that's my King of Swords. So I don't know who this leader is. Doesn't necessarily have to be a male. This is a diplomatic negotiator, and a mature energy, calming energy. So you've got the two kings externally and internally. The hopes and fears that it can be moved forward. This is my military card. The outcome, the Four of Pentacles, trying to hold it together in the face of a betrayal, and the snake has been fully exposed with that Hermit card. The snake is fully exposed. You've got the Nine of Cups. Be careful what you wish for, as this little rat up here is pooping in the Ninth Cup. And forced to retreat and contemplate the path forward with that Four of Swords. Then we have an unexpected messaging coming out of left field with this Page of Cups. And then the Ten of Pentacles, moving into the new phase of protection. New agreements with that Two of Cups, new negotiations underway. And then we have the Justice card, actions having consequences, weighing up where to from now, weighing up these agreements. You've got this false victory with the Six of Wands. I always call it the false victory because no one's actually cheering, as the Moon card, the secrets are revealed. I do not like these cards, but we've got the Ten of Swords. Now with a 10, it then starts a new era, and then because then you've got the Temperance, and then you've got the Ten of Cups, again a 10, ending of an era, starting of a new era. This is about unity and coming together. So in the face of this betrayal, there will be new unity. New unity. There will... it's almost like with this snake, the US are going to find themselves isolated. We've got volatile information coming forward with that Knight of Wands, and there's my Jack Smith card, or this can simply be a new strategy in the face of this disappointment and these fading relationships and these mercenary actions. And here's Russia with the Empress card, and the nightmare situation is going to be fully revealed. There's going to be something about the mercenary actions on behalf of a relationship with Russia that is going to be exposed. And then we have the Star. Is this the one that wants to be the Star? We've got a whistleblower with the Page of Swords, a harsh truth coming forward, and out in the cold with that Five of Pentacles, the Strengths card. So the taming of the felon, who's trying to profit. Could also be the election interference, because this is one of my cards for election interference. Dark money that changed hands with that Three of Pentacles. Everything changing, and boom, boom it goes with the Tower card. Okay. Yeah. Might grab the yes no cards and ask a quick question on that. So yeah, the orange twerp making all nicey because there's the betrayal card again, making all nicey, but not working out for him. He'll go home and he'll do something that will just betray NATO, try and pull out. Yes, two yes cards there. Try and pull out of NATO. So let's have a quick look. Is NATO then going to turn around and bring the dirt on the orange twerps regime? Is NATO then going to turn around? Because us readers keep seeing that it's going to come from externally. We ran up there. It was a no card. Okay. Is information. So when the orange twerp gets home and then turns around and stabs NATO in the back, is information going to leak out about links to Russia, financial links to Russia, or election interference, money changing hands, because that Two of Pentacles is also a money laundering card? When NATO is stabbed in the back, is links to no. I kept getting no. No kept jumping out. No, they're not. I'm disappointed in that. Is NATO going to... No, I'm getting a no. NATO's not going to take steps to bring down the regime. No, I'm just getting a no on that. I got a no on that. I'd like them to actually step forward. Is the International Criminal Court then going to step up? Is the International Criminal Court then going to bring something forward? Is the International ICC in Hague? I mean, that's where NATO met at the Hague. Is the International Criminal Court then going to bring forward? Yes. Okay. The International Criminal Court is then going to bring forward the information. So I suspect they're talking. So no, NATO's not going to, but the International Criminal Court is. Okay. Let's see how it plays. Love to you all. Take care.